So that is our fantastic homemade paneer cheese, and this is really creamy. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rick. Today we are making paneer cheese. This is a really simplified version to make excellent paneer cheese at home. Now I've got a few little things here which I use. Okay, it is just basically a really cheap plastic net tub, if you like, and I use a couple of these to form the paneer cheese and some cheesecloth. As we go along you will see how it all comes together, but it is very simple to make and obviously good quality. I've got 5 litres of milk, which was actually reduced at the supermarket, so that's fantastic, and we're just going to add that to a pan. So that's our milk in there, and then all we're going to do is put the milk on the flame, turn the heat on and bring it up to a boil. That is it. When it comes up to the boil, we'll carry on with the next stage. Now you can use lemon juice, you can use citric acid, you can use yogurt, you can use vinegar to actually curdle the milk. Now what we're going to do, we're going to probably use a combination of white vinegar and apple cider vinegar. Too much vinegar making paneer turns it a little bit tough, so we have to be a little bit careful. Now for 5 litres of milk we're only going to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of vinegar or lemon juice. That choice is yours. So it's really easy to make. Let's bring this up to the boil. When it comes up to the boil we'll carry on. Okay, so as it's coming up to the boil, what you have to do, you have to give it a gentle stir, because what happens is the milk settles in spots on the bottom of the pan. Now it's basically where the ring touches the bottom of the pan. Now the milk settles down and you could get burning, so you have to be very careful. So you just give it a nice gentle stir. You can actually feel if there's anything on the bottom of the pan. Now it's nothing to panic about, it's nothing to get flustered over, it's dead easy. You can just feel in the pan with your wooden spoon and you can feel if there's anything catching on the bottom. Now you don't have to stir continuously because we're trying to bring this to the boil. When it starts to come to the boil, milk takes hold very quickly and it goes from looking like a nice settled pan of foamy milk to boiling over. So what you have to do, you have to keep an eye on it. From this stage onwards, where you've got this foam forming on top of the milk, keep an eye on it, and as soon as it starts to boil over or boil up, turn down the heat, because we don't want boiling milk when we add the vinegar. We want boiled milk turned down. It's just starting to come to a bubble. You can see the bubbles, so we can preempt this already. We can come down on the flame and you can see, look, it's rising. We don't want it to boil over, so turn it right down. So that's our boiled milk under there, and it's just ready to make a hot chocolate. Okay, right, we want to be going in here with our vinegar or lemon juice or citric acid, up to you. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Now it doesn't have to be really serious on measuring, just get about 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and if you're using apple cider vinegar like I am, get a couple of tablespoons of that in there as well. And then all we do is we give it a gentle stir. Gentle stir, and you can see it's starting to split. Now, this has not got enough curds in there. So what we need to do is we need to add just a little bit more vinegar. Now, what I do, I use apple cider vinegar because apple cider vinegar has a mild flavour. We just add the vinegar until all the curds and whey split. There you go. Starting to split there, look. So what we've got this curd split there from the whey. As you can see, that's our curd in there, look. And that is our whey. Now the whey is normally a greeny yellow colour water. And you don't have to go bananas and just keep adding vinegar. That is done. And then all we do is we just turn off the heat. Turn off the heat and give it a couple of minutes for all of that paneer or cottage cheese, whatever you want to call it, but we're making paneer, all to come together, and then we can take it out. The next stage of this, then, we want to strain that through a colander. So we just move this to one side. Now you can pour all that through your muslin cloth if you so wish. I don't do it that way, you know. We just want the paneer cheese. We don't need all that whey tipping through there. So I always take the cheese out, drain a little bit of that in there, and put the cheese in the cloth on the colander or strainer. Either way, it's entirely up to you. I just don't need a pan full of water here by tipping it all through. Now, it is going to drain through. This is already cottage cheese, it's beautiful. Now obviously, if you don't have one of these sieve type things, you probably would have to pour it through. Okay, and don't forget the pan full of whey is full of goodness. If you bake or anything like that, it's fantastic as an addition. That is our paneer cheese in there. Now, it is draining through and has drained already. Okay, you can see on there, that is a fantastic paneer cheese. Okay, that really is, whoa, that's red hot. That is fantastic. Delicious. And as a cottage cheese, that is A1. Okay, eating away. What we need to do now is put that in our mold. Okay, so most of this fluid should have drained through, and it's still draining, look. So let it drain a little minute. Just give it a scrunch up and a squeeze. The thing is, by draining it too much, you're actually going to create a very firm paneer cheese. Okay, so this is my mold for my paneer cheese. Now, in the bottom of this tray, I have just a couple of silver tray things in there to keep this off the bottom. So if any more fluid drains out, it drains into the bottom. And then what we do, we put our paneer cheese in there. Let's just turn that cloth around so we can all see. So that is our cheese in our mould. Now it's not going to be very thick, this, because it's only 5 litres of milk, but just squash that in there like that into your mould. Now I use these, like I say, because they drain through. So that's our lovely crumbly cottage cheese to be paneer cheese. And then just fold over your cloth. Fold in your cloth nice and neatly. Put that on there, and now we need to put a weight on here. Okay, now my weight in Thailand is that. The bottom of the pestle and mortar is as heavy as heck. Now you can put any weight on there. You can put bricks on if you want, up to you. And now we just leave that. We're going to leave it to cool down and solidify, and that will be our paneer cheese. So we'll give it a little while, and then we'll take it out and I'll show you the finished result. As you can see, it's a fairly straightforward process to make your own paneer cheese at home. Okay, so we've had this settling here for about an hour or so now. What we're going to do is we're going to unmold it. It doesn't need to be any longer, you know. An hour does it firm enough. If you do it 2 or 3 hours, you get a nice firm paneer. You can do it longer if you want. It's not necessary. That's entirely up to you guys. So what we'll do is we'll take this off here. And let's get into our paneer. So as you can see, like I explained, I put these in the bottom and that sits in here. And you can see in there, we've got some whey. So this in here is our paneer cheese. So let's just unravel it out of this cloth, and there we are. So that is our fantastic homemade paneer cheese, and this is really creamy. And then all you need to do is cut it into the size of the squares that you actually want to use in your curry or your dish, whatever. Now this obviously on here is an untidy edge, but that doesn't matter, it's still paneer cheese. You know, so you could level it off if you wanted perfect squares. The chef gets some. It's fantastic. So what you need to do is cut it. So that is our perfect paneer. And then you just cut it into the square size that you actually want. We're going to go for something like that, I reckon. Reasonable squares. So we got these really decent paneer cheese squares here. Perfect paneer. So easy to make. If you're going to use this straight away, you don't have to worry about storing it. Now if you're going to cook with it in a couple of days, then you have to put it in water to store. Okay, to store this then, all we need to do is put a little bit of water in, and then we need to put our paneer in there. Nice and easy, get your paneer in. Right, we have that in there. All we need to do now is cover it in water so the paneer stays submerged, and we just put a lid on and stick it in the fridge. That is how to make perfect paneer easily at home. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.